So today you're going to create a symmetrical project. You're going to find in Google Classroom in a minute that there's photos that were created or images that were created where the left side is visible and you have to create the right side. These are the steps that you should be following. So it says to choose an image in Google Classroom, and then you're going to open it, and then you're going to save it. And when you go to save it, you're going to save what it is. So here it says if I decide to work with an owl, then it will be last name owl. So I'm going to go into Google Classroom, and here I have different images that I would like to work with. I'm going to click on crab, and it opens up in a new window, and then I'm going to right-click Save Image As. And I'm going to navigate to my folder, and I'm going to name it my last name, crab. So if you decide to work with any of these other images like cheetah or tiger, it would be last name cheetah or tiger. Now I'm going to click down here, and it automatically will launch into Photoshop. So here is my image. As soon as I get started, let me get back to the directions. So as soon as I get started, I want to create a blank layer to work on, and I'm going to name that layer Draw. So I'm going to go back to Photoshop, and I'm going to do a layer, new layer, and I'm going to name it Draw. And this allows me to know, okay, I don't want to draw on this in case I make a mistake, right? Instead, I'd rather draw on this because if I make a mistake, I can erase it. Creating your symmetrical creature. Select a paintbrush from the toolbar and make sure it's the hard edge because that's what the outline is, hard. You're going to use the color black, and you are going to change the brackets to the size or line width that you would like and start to create your creature. If you make a mistake and it is a current mistake, then you're just going to simply go to history and undo. If you make a mistake that you notice a little bit too late and you don't want to undo it in history, then just simply use the eraser tool and it will erase. That's why it's really important that you place this on its own layer. So here I am on my draw layer. I have my paintbrush selected. I have black selected from the color picker, and I'm coming up here and I have the hard edge selected as well. Now I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to get my bracket or my brush to match the size of this line. And I think that this is a good width. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to very carefully complete this image so it matches. So you can see that I completed my project. If I turn on and off the visibility, it is on its own layer. What I'd like to do now is I would like to get rid of this dotted line so people don't see it. So I'm going to go back to my background layer, and I can erase it if I want. And because my background color is white, it's not really erasing, it's actually painting it white. So if your background color is another color, then that's not going to work. So make sure it's white. You want the eraser, and also you want to make sure it's a hard edge. I'm going to zoom in. And using my brackets, I'm going to erase. Don't forget, you should be using the Shift key whenever you want to make a straight line or a more clean line. Oops, a little too much, so I did Control Z to undo. All right, and then I'm coming back up, and I don't like the way how those two are connecting, so I'm going back to my draw and just going to clean that up a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to do Control 0, and here I have my crab. Hopefully people can't tell that I drew one side and it's symmetrical. So now it says, now that you've completed your symmetrical creature, you may begin to add realistic color to your creature and background. You have to have two separate files before you begin these steps. The first thing you need to do is open it up. So if you've already completed it in one class period like I have, then of course your project is already open. If it's the beginning of class, then go ahead and open it. Now, in order for me to save and rename my file, I need to do these steps. So I must go to Layer, Flatten Layers, and then I must rename it last name, and for me it would be crab color. So before I do that, of course you always want to save. So I'm going to do Save As, and I am saving to my folder. I'm just going to save to the desktop, but you save to your folder. And now, because I have my most current PSD saved, I'm going to go up to Layer, And so you see how I have 2 layers over here. When I do flatten image, you notice how they become 1. The reason why we want to do that is because if we start to paint on one side, I want it to be able to work on the other side as well. So I'm working with a flattened image. So now I'm going to go back, and it says now that I flattened it, I need to rename it color. So I'm going to do another file, save as, and I'm adding the word color at the end of this project and pressing save. Up here on my tab it says feral crab color, so that means I have 2 files. One is the black and white crab and the second one is color. That's important because if you make a mistake, now you can at least go back and try again, versus if you end up adding color on top, that's not going to work. You might have to start over if it doesn't come out well. So at this point you should have 1 layer in your layers menu, which I do. So it says now go to your layers menu and duplicate your creature's layer. Let's name this layer color. Make sure color layer is highlighted and begin to add realistic color to your creature. So here is my background. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to name it color. Basically we're keeping this one safe in case we make a mistake. This is the one that we're going to be working on. And now it says you may use the paint bucket, paintbrush, or gradient tool for this portion of the project. If you would like to get a higher grade, don't forget to use the magic wand to select a certain area. So let's say I want to create a nice background. So by using my magic wand, it selects the area outside of. And since he's a little crab and I want to stick him at the bottom of the ocean, I'm going to use 2 different blues. And I'm going to get my gradient tool, and now he's under the sea. Control D. If I want to have him be different colors, I can use my magic wand and I can hold the shift key, and this allows me to select different areas. I want him to be an orange red. So the top color is going to be that color, and then the bottom is maybe going to be a little bit more red. And then with my gradient tool, so I'm looking and I'm not really seeing a huge distinction, so I'm going to switch over to this one. And that fades better, I think. If it's not giving you the results that you need, then maybe you need to go a little bit softer and darker. And there we go. And then I can keep using the magic wand. And I'm going to get the gradient tool again. That one's going to be a little bit more harsh. And down on the legs. Again, I'm holding that shift key to select more than one. And the gradation tool. And again, it's going to take you a while, play around and see what you like before. Don't just click and be done. This should be a thoughtful project. And again, I'm going to keep using my magic wand. Could I be using the paint bucket? Yeah, I'm not going to demonstrate how to do that. You guys should know how to do that. Is that the best way to do it? No, that's why I'm not demonstrating it. And then the last area here, oops, and here. Again, using the gradation. And I'm keeping the same colors. If you want to change them as you go, of course you can. Oops. And the last is going to be his face. And there I have my little crab. And if I want to, you guys have the skills, you know how to do these things. I could do a layer, new layer. Name it sand. And I could make sand. Control T, scale it to where I want. There. And now what I can do is I'm going to select my sand layer and lower the opacity just a bit. And I can go in with my eraser and I can erase where the legs are overlapping. And then there you go, I have my crab. And if you have extra time, meaning you're still waiting for other students to finish, then I do expect you to keep working so you can do layer, new layer, and keep adding details. Like maybe I would want to add bubbles to this guy. You need to complete 3 images for this project in order to be graded. And here I'm creating my bubbles. And remember, we can change the opacity to make them a little bit softer. We can also double click and create different styles within our work. Okay?